No one's here today. Not even Miss Starr. Everyone's probably busy looking into what exactly went down in the evidence room. That must be where the detectives are. But we proved in court today that on the day of the crime, no one was murdered in the evidence room at 5:15 p.m. Yeah, I thought we were finally making some headway in our case. But instead, it looks like we just ended up making Lana look even more guilty. Hang in there, Lana. I've got to find all the answers by tomorrow. Alright, here we go. I wonder if Edgeworth is back yet. There he is! It looks like he's writing something. What are you doing here? He sure was quick to throw that paper on the floor. Tough day in court, huh?
I've had to live the past 2 years with rumors flying around. What's another litigation to me?
Cheer up, Miss Edgeworth. I'm rooting for you. That's Edgeworth for you. Always trying to hide his real feelings.
So, what do you want? Unlike some people, I don't have all day.
Alright, well, let's not waste your time then.
There's no excuse for what I've done. 2 years ago, I used false evidence to obtain a guilty verdict. That's what it all breaks down to. And nothing I do can erase that fact.
But you didn't know, did you? I mean, the evidence was falsified.
The police department and the prosecutor's office share a bond of trust. If that bond is broken, we stand to lose everything. The police department's error is my error, my responsibility as the prosecutor in charge. That fact remains the same no matter what excuse I might have.
Mr. Edgeworth.
I take pride in my work. So tell me why? Why has it all come to this?
Even Edgeworth can't keep this kind of emotion bottled up. Poor guy. Are you up for the trial tomorrow?
First last year's trial, now this one. It seems all you do is worry about me. To be honest, you're getting on my nerves.
But Mr. Edgeworth, you can't just walk out on the trial.
Tomorrow is the last day. It's too late to change prosecutors. I'll bet that's what my superiors are banking on. I never thought that case would come back to haunt me like this.
What do you mean?
The list of evidence. It seems too short. Most lists run twice as long.
It's only half as long as most lists? That is odd.
After Neil Marshall was murdered, I became prosecutor of that case. I may not have been part of this investigation, but I knew what I had to do. Use the evidence I was given to prove the suspect guilty. That was really the only thing on my mind at the time.
Say, we just saw a picture taken around that time. That picture. Something seems strange about it. Alright. Can you tell us again about what happened that day? The day Detective Goodman was murdered? You were participating in a ceremony over the station, right?
I've never cared for ceremonies, but I had to attend that one.
Because you were awarded this?
Those receiving awards can't exactly skip out on the ceremony. I finished up at the office in the morning, then drove over to the police department.
You finished up at the office?
Yes, just odds and ends, clerical stuff. I didn't plan on returning to the office that day. That is, until I was asked to take something back.
Take something back?
This.
Oh yeah, Chief Gant asked you to hold on to that, didn't he?
Yes, it was a piece of evidence in a case that was closed half a year ago. He asked me to bring it back to the prosecutor's office.
That's the story we heard yesterday. So you came back here to the prosecutor's office because the chief asked you to?
That's right.
Alright, well, anyway. Here you go. This picture was hanging on the wall in Chief Gant's office. Prosecutor Neil Marshall, he had just started making a name for himself.
Looks like this was taken when he received the King of Prosecutors trophy.
Speaking of that, there's something that bothers me.
Yes?
The trophy Mr. Marshall is holding. It's a little different than yours.
Yes, you're right. Ah, I remember now.
Remember what?
That was what the official prosecutor's trophy looked like until 2 years ago. There's a story behind its design.
A story?
Sounds interesting. Would you mind telling it to us? It's simple, really. Contradiction. That's what the award's based on.
What?
This award originates from an ancient Chinese tale. In Chinese, the word contradiction is written with 2 characters. The first means halberd, the second means shield. Have you heard the story?
Me? Oh, sure. Everyone knows that. Why don't you tell it, though, for Emma's sake?
Very well. Since the dawn of time, mankind has... Long ago, in the kingdom of Chu, there was an arms merchant. One day he presented the king with 2 items. The first was a halberd he claimed could slice through any shield or armor. The second was a shield he claimed could withstand any weapon.
Wait a minute. Objection! Hold it! Those claims contradict each other. Yeah. Got you now, Edgeworth. What are you gonna do?
Very perspective. Very perceptive. But then again, you've heard this story before, right? Anyway, as you mentioned, the very descriptions of these items discredited them both. When the king pointed this out, the merchant was left speechless. And thus the Chinese word for contradiction was born.
Yeah. Oh, I see. So the chipped shield and a broken knife symbolize...
Precisely so. They symbolize the merchant's items. The ancient tale ends with the merchant at a loss for words. But it's in our nature to pursue matters to their conclusion, even if it results in something as ugly as this.
Wow, thanks, Mr. Edgeworth. I learned something new today.
That's funny. If that's so, then why were you only given a shield? You'll have to ask Chief Gant. 2 years ago, he had the halberd part of the award abolished.
Chief Gant.
Interesting. Alright, we're gonna move out, but gotta see what this is.
I wonder what he was writing before. Come on, Mr. Wright. Let's take a look. Are you crazy? Are you out of your mind? Edward's sitting right there. Just distract him. I'll check it out. Hey, Edgeworth. Is that Detective Gumshoe out of the window there? Oh no, he's fallen to the ground.
Hold on, first let me see what this girl is doing crawling around my feet. He didn't even look.
What? Letter of...
If you're having trouble reading, I'll read it for you. It says letter of resignation.
Resignation? Edgeworth, you don't mean...
I'm tired, Wright. I feel as if something inside me has died.
But Mr. Edgeworth, none of it is your fault.
I know the path I've walked. You don't need to tell me. And the path I've walked, it hasn't been a just one. I can't forgive myself for what I've done. And no one else should forgive me either.
Uh-oh, I think he's serious. Mr. Wright, please, you have to do something.
This letter of resignation. I wonder if I can use it for anything.
Oh, I know.
I know exactly what to do with this. Alright.
Alright, good luck with that, Edgeworth. See you around.
Excuse me. Would either of you care for a quarter pound of roast beef?
Miss Starr!
I guess she's out of lunches.
You certainly are the curious sort, aren't you? Kind of like the first person who sucked a cow's nipple to discover milk. Still, I never thought you'd go digging up that case from 2 years ago. Everyone in this trial was involved in the SLN incident. Not only that, but the murder occurred on the very day the evidence from that case was due for transferal. This can't all be attributed to a mere coincidence. Aren't you forgetting something? You know, that little scene I happened to witness? The instant Lana stabbed Detective Goodman with a knife. No matter how much of the past you dig up, it won't change what I saw. Roast beef is meant to be savored when eaten. Miss Star's hatred towards Lana. It all dates back to 2 years ago. Joe Dark. That's a name I'll not soon forget. We shelled him for half a year. Oh, the pressure. Still, I don't think I was more alive than I was then. Those days were steamier than a bowl of hot gravy. Poor old Jake Marshall, though. He must have been going through hell. You mean because of his brother's death? They were close, those two. After Neil died, something took over Jake. He became obsessed. Seeing Jake like that made her all the more desperate. Her? Lana Skye. My sister? The best of the best were put on the SL9 case. Of course, they were led by that legendary duo. Lana and Chief Gant. Damon Gant and Lana Skye. Gant led the investigation with Lana in second in command. They were the best. They solved all kinds of cases together, didn't they? Damon Gant's magnetism in particular was almost unreal. His magnetism? By that I mean his ability to attract evidence. He produced the most incredible evidence in the cases he handled. Incredible evidence? You mean... Oh yes, there were rumors about him even back then. No one dared confront him though. I take it she's talking about forged evidence. Back then everyone looked up to Lana. All the detectives wanted to be like her. Really? Oh yes, myself included. I was a fool, really. She hated anything crooked, and always watched out for the other detectives. That's why she was so concerned for Jake. Mr. Marshall? When Jake's brother was murdered, she felt as if she had lost her own brother. If it wasn't for her, I don't think Jake would even ever have recovered from his shock. That's what makes it all the more infuriating. Miss Starr. That's why I'll never be able to forgive her. Why did she have to turn so cold after that? That legendary pair was the reason we were able to keep up our investigation. That's why we were so shocked over how it turned out. You mean, with the forging of the evidence? Don't get me wrong, Joe Duck got what he deserved. Still, it was obvious the evidence produced in the court was being manipulated. Items our team never found would suddenly appear, while other items were kept secret. But you don't have proof anything illegal was done. I'm proof enough of what happened. After that case, all of us save Goodman were relieved of our duties. Most without even so as much as an explanation. Then Lana Skye transferred to the prosecutor's office and became chief prosecutor. Lana always wanted to be a prosecutor. Nothing's quite as simple as it appears. Huh? Lana Skye was merely being used as a pawn. Huh. That's my take on the matter. She was being used? Lana transferred to the prosecutor's office 2 years ago, didn't she? Yes, thanks to Chief Gant's powerful influence. Chief? That's right. Having solved the S9 case, his position as chief was secured. There was only one thing left for him to control. And then no one could stand in his way. The prosecutor's office. What? You mean, that's why Lana was transferred? If you can control the chief prosecutor, you can control the prosecutor's office. That must have been his goal all along. But how could he control Lana? I don't know, but one thing's for sure. Ever since that case ended, she's never been the same. It's only logical to conclude there must have been a reason for her change. At last, I'm finally getting close to the bottom of this ugly mess. Thank you, Miss Starr. You listen to me, rookie. It takes more than just ingredients to create fine cuisine. I hope you turn out to be a better chef than I've been. Okay.
Oh, you're back.
You still here?
I gotta make 150 copies of these files. Brewing coffee, copying files. I'm turning a regular DJ.
You're a DJ as well? If I'm not mistaken, I think he means desk jockey. Oh, that DJ!
I gotta admire your persistency, but my answer is still no. I'm not letting you in the chief's office, period. It'd be my neck on the line.
That office is the last crime scene in the SL9 incident. I had to take a look in there. There's gotta be something we can do to make the detective change his mind. Yeah, I think I know exactly what to give him.
What's this crumpled up piece of paper? No way! Mr. Edgewood can't be serious!
Is he ever not serious?
I can't believe you have pushed him to this far.
Mr. Edgeworth really feels responsible.
When I first met him, I thought he was as cold as ice too. But I know different now. He trusts us detectives to provide him with sound evidence. But we betrayed him.
Detective.
That's it. I've made up my mind.
But
Here, take my ID card.
we can't do that. If someone found out, they won't let you off the hook with another lost item report.
Look at me. It's no secret I'm already out of the loop. After all, I'm friends with Mr. Edgeworth. Depending on how this case turns out, I may already be as good as terminated.
What?
So at least let me do this, for Mr. Edgeworth's sake.
Alright, detective. Thank you. Alright, here we go. Shh, don't make a sound. Here it goes, Mr. Wright. Click. Yeah. Alright. We're in! If anyone finds us now, Detective Gumshoe's a goner.
If that happens, I'm calling on you to bail me out. Ah!
Sorry, I thought you were a ghost.
I didn't even know you could sub a ghost.
Ah! Detective Gumshoe! What are you doing sneaking up on us like that?
I wasn't sneaking. I was just worried something might go wrong. So I came too.
If you're here, then what's the point in giving us your ID card? Hold on, let's examine the ID card. Detective Gumshoe isn't very photogenic, is he? Whatever you do, just don't say that to his face. Look, his eyes are half shut. Yeah, and his mouth is half open. Hey! Each of his shirt buttons is off a notch. And he's got the narrow end of his tie in front. I think this goes beyond being a photogenic issue. Poor guy. Is that it? Alright. There you go, buddy.
Hey, don't do that to my card.
Whatever.
I already ever get a chance to come in here, so I figured I'd have a look around myself. Besides, we're all in this together now.
You all do want to get fired, don't you?
If we're lucky. Now come on, let's see what we can find out.
I've got a bad feeling about this. That desk on the other side of the room. Was that your sister's? Yes, that's where I was waiting for Lana. On the day of the 2 years ago. Is anyone using it now?
No, sir. This is entirely Chief Gant's office now. He practices a strict policy of preserving the crime scene.
That's a strange reason to leave it there.
He leaves it as a warning to everyone else. He wants us to always be alert. He told us so himself at our New Year's party. Of course, he was pretty intoxicated at the time.
I see. So ever since Lana left, no one ever touches that desk?
No one except Chief Gant and the cleaning lady who's in here each morning.
Still, 2 years have passed since that incident. There can't possibly be any clues remaining.
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
You only came here to look around, right? Because it's one of the SL9 crime scenes. I mean, that's your only reason for coming here, isn't it?
Why do you ask?
You don't think? Nah, you won't be... No. No, there's no way. Never mind. Don't worry about it.
Alright. Okay then, let's have a look around more.
Hey, hold on. Not so fast, buddy.
Huh? What is it?
If someone tells you don't worry about it, it's supposed to stop bothering you, pal. Don't just let it go with that.
Sorry. This guy's starting to get on my nerves. Okay, so what's bothering you?
You two don't think Chief Gant might be a suspect, do you?
What? He's right, Mr. Wright. What do we think of him? Chief Gant. So it's finally come to this. What do I think of him? Perhaps it's best I don't divulge my feelings. Yet.
There you go, ignoring me again.
Alright. No time for this, Gumshoe. Let's do this. This is a safe, isn't it?
Safe? That word is ripe with intrigue.
Okay, if you say so. It looks like a code needs to be entered in this panel to open it. A code? It's not a 7-digit number. I think I just know what it is.
Do you know what it is?
I have a hunch.
Oh, I know. You want to try my birth date? It's...
I have a better idea. Here goes nothing. It's gotta be it. It's gotta be it. 777 777 7. Come on. Yes, I knew it. Bingo. What number did you enter?
Whose birthday was that, pal?
777 7777. The final ID card number on that record. What? The number of the mysterious executive officer who entered the room that day.
You mean 7777777? That ID number?
I think you're 17 shy this time. This can only mean one thing. That's Chief Gant's ID number. Say, anyone care to look inside? Yeah, let's do it.
Is there any money in there? How much does he have stashed away? Stashed away.
Look, it's
A shot from a broken cup.
This somehow looks familiar. Where have I seen this before? There's something else in here too. What's this? It looks like a piece of leather cloth. This is a handprint, isn't it?
Hey, I saw someone wearing a shirt like that once. You think the chief made up the design?
I don't think so.
Oh, well, it was just a thought.
Is that it? This is all that was in the safe? Apparently so. It's empty now.
A piece of cloth with a handprint on it. And a broken shard from a cup.
They look like pieces of evidence.
Yeah, but unless you can prove they have something to do with this case, I'm afraid I can't just let you take them. After all, it's my neck on the line here.
Great. Now I have to prove their relevancy to get them. How are these two items related to the SL9 incident? Come on. There's gotta be something we can show the detective. Okay. I think that shard belongs to this jar. Detective Gumshoe, could you have another look at this jar?
I remember when the three of us put that back together. Ah, those were the days.
It's kind of early to be nostalgic. Wasn't this jar a piece of evidence from that case?
That's right. One of the shards has an SL9 incident sticker on it.
Doesn't this ring any bells? You know, that fragment we just found?
You mean this one that was in the safe?
Yes, that one. The one in the safe.
No. Now that you mention it, it's ringing a lot of bells. Ding dong, ding dong. Let's see if it fits.
Yeah. Here, let me see that shard. I'll take a crack at this.
Go ahead, pal. Show us what Wiki can do.
Mr. Wright, here's some glue. Hey, that rhymed. If I can piece this together again, it'll prove Chief Gant was knowingly hiding evidence. Here goes. Alright. Watch the master at work, gentlemen. There you go. There. It fits like a charm. That, of course, means Chief Gant willingly and knowingly hid a piece of this jar in his safe. In other words, he concealed a piece of evidence from the SL9 incident. But...
Hey guys, get a load of this.
what is it?
This piece you just attached is different from the others.
There's a reddish line on it. A reddish line. That's blood.
I don't get it. Why would Chief Gant hide this in his safe?
Interesting. Alright. There's Gumshoe. I'd like you to have a look at this.
Hey, I know what that is. So, you want to take some fingerprints?
That's a great idea, detective.
Alright, go to town. Sheesh.
What are you doing? Why are you sticking out your hand like that?
Go ahead, take my fingerprints.
It's not your fingerprints we want to take.
Huh?
Come on, this isn't the time for jokes. We're talking about that cloth we found in the safe.
Oh, I knew that. That one with the handprint on it, right? Sheesh, where's your sense of humor?
Okay, Mr. Wright, let's check for prints. Sprinkle the powder on the cloth. Then, once they've been absorbed into the prints, blow the rest away. What are you, my mom? I don't have to be told a million times. Alright, let's get this over with. Yeah, please. Alright. Here we go. Leave a nice little thick layer. 3 layer. Here we go. 3 coatings. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I gave it my best shot. That kind of result won't be any good for matching prints, will it? But it doesn't look like we'll get a clearer result from this print. Okay, let's try a different finger then. Huh. Let's try this one, I guess. Why not? Come on, baby. Big money, big money, big money. Come on, baby. Daddy wants some new shoes, baby. Come on. Here we go. Much clearer. Marshall? I don't know. Did he push his own brother? Yeah, okay. No, that doesn't match. It looks like we're out of clues this time. Yeah. But it was inside the chief's safe. Right, along with that shard. So that means it's gotta have something to do with that incident. The one that happened right here in this room. She's right. We should check the fingerprints of everyone who was in here that day.
Well, I see there's a higher power at work here. You just gotta have faith.
Oh, so maybe it was Lana? Maybe, I mean, it doesn't look like it. What? Wait a minute, no. If it's not Lana, and it's not Neil, and it's not Joe Dark, then the only other person that was there was Emma. No, hold on a minute, no. Okay. What? But, what? No. How can this be? What are Emma's fingerprints doing here? Hey, you found a match? Whose fingerprints were they? Huh? Oh, it seems the fingerprints are too old. They aren't clear enough to get a match. Oh, that's too bad. I thought they'd be Dark's prints.
Psst! Hey, you! Over here! What's going on here? What are that kid's prints doing inside the chief's safe?
Don't ask me. Let's just keep this information from Emma for now.
Here, maybe you should hold on to this.
Thanks, buddy. Alright. Anything else to examine? Can we examine this, big organ?
The chief's organ sure is a sight to behold. Occasionally we hear him playing it from the criminal affairs department.
That's on the 2nd floor. This is the 15th floor of an entirely different building.
When a detective screws up, the chief calls them to his office and makes them listen to the organ for hours.
What's so bad about that? Music soothes the soul.
After that, the detectives can't hear anymore. Anything for days except for ringing in their ears.
So it's an instrument of punishment. Literally. But aren't the chief's ears affected?
He never listens to anyone anyway.
That's beside the point. What's this? This is the real deal, isn't it? This armor and these weapons?
Sure is, pal. The chief doesn't care for imitations.
First the pipe organ, now this armor. Do you know how many taxpayer dollars have gone in this room? What? You mean we're paying for this? That's it. I'm not paying 1 cent of my taxes. You don't have any taxes to pay.
Shh! Be careful what you say. Who knows? The chief may be hiding his armor as we speak.
I don't think he'd fit in there. Even if he did, he'd never be able to get back out.
Cut it out. You guys don't know how scary that guy can be.
Well, anyway. Wow, look at the size of the Chief Gant's desk. Speaking of that, when we were here earlier. Oh yeah, the paper. Oh, it's you two. Chief Gant. He put that paper he was reading in his desk. Yeah, here we go. That's what I'm talking about. I wonder what he was reading.
This looks like a list of evidence.
A list of evidence?
In most cases, the list runs twice as long as this, though.
Hey, look at the case name.
Huh? SR9 incident? I wonder what this is doing here.
Hold on, detective. What did you just say?
I said, I wonder what...
No, about evidence lists. Normally they're twice as long.
That's right. I guess there wasn't a lot of evidence.
A half-sized list of evidence?
The list of evidence, it seems too short. Most lists run twice as long.
What would the other half of the list be doing here? I knew it. The chief must be hiding something about that case. Would appear so. So he took half of the evidence list. Why would he do that?
Well, was I any help?
Of course. Thanks to your ID card, we were able to get some hard evidence. Now, that's not very kind, is it? In other words, if it wasn't for his ID card, he would have been useless. Isn't that right, you in the coat?
Eek! Chief Gant!
We didn't think you would be back so soon. Fortunately, I'm a man who believes in signs. As I was walking to my meeting, I happened to look out a window and saw a stray dog run right into a pole. Just then I thought of a certain detective.
Do you mean me, sir?
Now then, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to ask you all to leave. Yes, sir. Sorry. Oh, you in the coat.
Me, sir?
Drop off your ID on the way out. You won't be needing it anymore.
But, sir...
Now get out.
Yes, sir.
We'll be on our way too then. Wait, you! The one without the spiky hair. Don't go yet. Me, sir?
I'd like a word with you.
But sir, I'm not a licensed scientific investigator yet.
You with the spiky hair. You're free to go.
Mr. Wright!
Rape! Rape! Look, pal. Well, I've told you once, I've told you 1,000 times. The chief's office is off limits. But no, you decided to go sneaking in there like that, didn't you?
I thought you said you didn't care anymore if you were fired.
Yeah, but if I knew I'd be like this, I never would have said it.
Now that I've seen the evidence Chief Gant was hiding in his office, I think I'm finally starting to get the picture. But why has she kept eerily silent about it all this time?
Anyway, you listening to me? I'm gonna try to smooth things over with the chief again. Later, pal.
After that, I heard from Emma. She said the police wanted to ask her some questions, so she'll be busy for the rest of the day.